you really got to know the history of your sector and the competition in your sector. I mean, now everybody should know this. Generally, what people do is they put together a list of the competitors, right? They say, okay, there are 5 companies that are sort of in our space, and we can knock down every one of them. But one of the things that entrepreneurs don't do that they should do is they should explain success and failure in their sector. What do I mean by that? So almost every successful technology is built on a sequence of failures in the same sector, right? So did Apple invent the smartphone? No, Apple did not invent the smartphone, right? You know, did Apple invent the microcomputer? No. Did Apple invent the MP3 music player? Right. So did Google invent search? Okay, so here's a harder one. Did Uber invent car sharing? Did Airbnb invent apartment sharing? No, they didn't. So, right? So, you know, it's important you understand the history of the sector, because almost every entrepreneur has this thesis in their head that the first mover wins. The first mover almost never wins. Almost always there is a history of failure in your sector, and then you come along and you got this bright idea. But what investors want to know is, why now? What is your insight? Because that causes you to be able to be successful when all these other guys in the past have not been able to figure this out. And that's a different nuance on competition than just Googling the sector and finding out that, yes, you know, the Yellow Pages is my competitor, because, you know, that's an alternative to my, you know, listing contacts on the internet, right? So it's important not just to have a simplistic competitive analysis. You really got to appreciate the dynamics of the sector and show that you understand why it is that now there's an opportunity for you to change the world when other smart people have tried and failed.